Get ready with me for my 38-week OB appointment. I am officially as pregnant as I was when I went into labor with Hinkley and still no baby. At my appointment last week, my doctor said, oh, next week I'll give you a membrane sweep and we'll see if we can get things going. And I said, I won't be seeing you at that appointment. I'll see you at the hospital before then. Anyway, I'm getting ready for that appointment now. I'm a person that really likes to plan, so being unable to plan exactly when this is gonna happen is kind of driving me insane. I'm trying all of the natural labor induction stuff. We've done curb walking, dates, raspberry leaf tea, all the things. So far, no success. And I'd prefer for the baby to come on his own before I have to be induced next week. I wanted to sleep in soccer curls last night, but I didn't do it because I'm already so uncomfortable sleeping otherwise that I just didn't want to add to it. We are at the point where I did have to get the number for my husband's work's front desk. He's a mental health therapist, so he can't just like answer his phone at any point, and I can't just get a hold of him whenever. So just in case, I had to make sure I had the number for the front desk at his office. I'm also at the point of taking literally every little thing as a sign that I could potentially go into labor. I'm like, oh, I just felt a twitch in my eye. Maybe that means that I'm gonna go into labor. Realistically, there really is no way to know though, because I could be dilated to a 2 at my doctor's appointment and then I could have the baby 4 hours later. I get checked every time anyway though, because I'm nosy and I like to know. Plus I feel like it's helpful for the nurses at the hospital to know if I were to go in thinking I was in labor, for them to know like what I was at my last check to see if I had progressed some. They were curious to know that when I had my last baby, I had gone into the doctor like that morning and I was at like a 3, and when I went in I was at a 6, almost a 7. After I'm done getting ready, I need to make sure my hospital bag is all ready to go, just because my doctor's office is right across the street from the hospital and I live 35 minutes away from the hospital, so just in case something happens, I doubt it will, but better to be prepared than not. It'd be unfortunate if the doctor said you should go to the hospital and then I had to drive 35 minutes back to my house and 35 minutes back to the hospital just to get my bag. I had put money on it though. I think my doctor's gonna say, I'll see you at your induction next week, and I'll be kind of sad. Someone asked me what the hardest part of this pregnancy has been for me, and I would say that probably one of the hardest things is just not being able to keep up with my other 2 kids. I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old little boys with tons of energy, and I obviously can't move and jump and run the way that I used to. And we are all ready for my 38-week and final OB appointment, because my next appointment is my induction.